What's crack-a-lackin' YouTube? Tyler Hacker here. Today we're going to be talking about recording school and whether or not you should attend. Keep in mind, I myself went through recording school. I went through the Citrus College Recording Arts program, and it was a phenomenal program. I highly recommend anyone interested in recording to check it out. So I put together a list here of pros and cons about recording school. So get comfy, grab a beer, grab a coffee, do what you got to do. All right, here we go. First thing on my list is pretty obvious. If you go through recording school, you're going to learn about recording. You're going to learn the fundamentals of recording that are going to further progress your recording career. You're going to learn the difference of miking a drum set for a jazz band as opposed to miking a drum set for a metal band. There's a huge difference. You're going to learn how to mic an orchestra. If you're a guitar player that just sits at home and smokes weed all day and you just want to learn how to record your songs, you're going to learn how to do that. You're going to learn how to work Pro Tools, Cubase, Digital Performer. If you're a DJ and you want to learn how to DJ, you're going to learn the fundamentals of like MIDI and things that are going to help you out put your songs into life. All right, there's so many different skills that you're going to learn that are all going to be nice and packaged in a nice way when you go to school, that you're not going to have to scour the internet and learn how to do things one at a time. The information is just going to be presented to you and you're going to absorb it as long as you're willing to learn in a nice fashioned, organized way, where as opposed to learning the shit on your own is definitely doable, but it can be kind of a pain in the ass having to Google and YouTube every single little problem that you run into throughout the way. Going to school is just going to knock those things out, that all your questions in a nice, orderly, fashioned way. So keep that in mind. All right. Second thing on the list, going to recording school, you are going to form new relationships that could lead to future endeavors with people. I myself asked one of my teachers, Darian. He was a great teacher. He owns a studio here in SoCal, and he had a really nice studio. I hit him up and said, hey man, if I get an A in the class, can I come intern at your studio for free? You know, like just be an unpaid intern and just learn all the basics. And he said, yeah. And I thought he was joking. I hit him up on the last day of school. I was like, dude, were you serious when you said that? He was like, yeah, man, come by the studio. And I ended up interning there for like almost a year. I can't remember exactly how long. I think it was like 8 months or something like that. But I learned so much. I probably learned more interning at his studio than I did when I was in school. I'm sure I did, because I got real world experience. I got the pressure put on me. You know, of course there was a lot of, oh, go make coffee. Oh, go take out the trash. But in between all that, there was me just sitting there watching engineers work the console, work the microphones, work everything. And I got to just observe. I got to help out, set the microphones up, you know. So because I went to school, I was able to form that relationship that led to thousands of hours of just sitting and absorbing knowledge. And it was it was just absolutely the priceless information, you know, that I learned from that. All right, so let's talk about some of the cons now. You're going to be paying, or your parents are going to be paying, a good chunk of money depending on where you go to school. If you're going to like Full Sail or LA Recording School or something like that, you're going to be forking out a massive chunk of change, like a shitload of money. A ton of money for a lot of the information you can find on YouTube and Google for $0. Citrus Recording School, I paid like $500 per semester, plus books, plus parking. Actually, I didn't even pay for parking. It was like walking distance from the school. Anyways, yeah, you're going to be forking out a shit ton of money for information that can be found for free on the internet. So you got to think of these things. Another con, depending on where you're located, you might not even have a recording school near you. These things aren't everywhere. In SoCal here, there's a ton of them because obviously it's like the entertainment capital of the world. We have a ton of different recording schools. I know there's recording schools in other states, but we have a plethora of them here in SoCal. But depending on where you're at, you might not have shit. And if you really want to go to school, you're going to have to study abroad. That's going to cost a ton of money. Room and board, tuition, parking. How are you going to get to school? You're going to buy a car when you're out there? Are you going to Uber? You're going to take the bus? What are you going to do? There's a lot of things to think about. So should you go to school? I don't know. You got to ask yourself these questions. Do I recommend going to school if you have the means to go to school? Hell yeah. Why not go? You know, if you're living at home and your parents are helping you out, then go. Why not? You know, unless you know somebody who owns a studio and you can go intern there, that might be a better option than going to school. But really, it all depends on you. You got to ask yourself, should you go? Should you not go? Shoot me a DM if you want some advice, because I've gone to school, so I can tell you what it's like on a more detailed level. All right, you guys, thank you so much for checking this video out. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. And if you hated it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. And as always, guys, have a great day.